Hi cereal eaters, to another edition of What's in the Box. So what have we got this time? Well, this is a nice set, this one. This is from 1972 and it's Nabisco Shreddies Tom and Jerry games. Let's take a look. Now regular watchers of my channel will know how much I love Tom and Jerry and these Shreddies offers, because it very much reminds me of my youth. And this particular offer is no exception because there's just so many bits to it. So you'll see on the front of this packet you've got Tom and Jerry larking around, but on the side you've got information about the actual games that you could actually collect. It does mention the fact that actually you can get the free comics as well in the larger packets of cereal, but this particular time I'm just going to focus on the games. And this is one of those mint packets that I managed to pick up as well when Nabisco factory closed. So on the back you've got the following game. So the nice thing about all of these is that you could cut them all out, and you've got the rules, and then you could obviously play them as many times as you wanted. And the intention with this particular one is you build up the character pictures by dealing out the cards and then actually building from the head down and taking it in turns with other players. So it's a bit like the old game Beetle, but obviously without rolling a dice. So that was following. Interesting enough about this one was that they also did exactly the same packet on Spoonsize. So all the others are totally different, but for this particular one I don't know why they issued it on both packs. So we'll stick with Shreddies, and you'll see the packet fronts for all the others are the same. So again you've got this Tom and Jerry sort of running around with the balloon, but on this particular one we've got the trap game. And in this game you're dealt out these cards amongst all the players, and then you've got to work your way around the edge into the middle, putting down your counters on sort of similar colours, and once you get a character you have to try and beat that character. So for example, so Tom beats Jerry, Spike beats Tom and Jerry, and then the maid beats Spike and Tom. So that was that game, and it was actually one that I actually also had as a child, and I'd managed to cut out and keep all the various counters, which amazes me that I didn't lose those, and the actual board itself. So that's one of the original ones from my youth. We then have Crazy Spell, which again people will be familiar with. This is where you've obviously got to put a grid of letters out and then try and get as many words as you can from each of the 3 or 4 or 5 letter words that you actually make from those. And this is the final one for Shreddies, which is Bingo. Now I don't have the actual packet nor the instructions either for this one, which is a bit silly, but I think it's fairly straightforward. So if you're Tom, you have to spin the 2 counters there, and then based on whatever colour and number combination you then will cover over. If you've got green 4, you'll cover over green 4 with your Tom counter there. So yeah, it's quite fun. Different take on Bingo. We've then got this game which is called Counter, and the intention here is again you dish out these little counters here, you spin the disc, and when you actually land on one of the characters you have to put one of your counters on a part of their body that's shown. If a counter is actually already on that character and they've used up all the spaces, then you actually have to pick up 3, and play goes on until all your counters are used. And then finally we've got this game here called Lotto, which is very much like Bingo. So you've got the playing boards, and then you cut out all those pictures at the bottom, turn them so they're face side down, and then you turn each one over in turn, and then obviously place it onto the playing board if it relates to one of the people that are actually involved, and whoever completes their board first is the winner. So yeah, really fun these. Now clearly they're aimed for young kids, but I think really nice interactivity and good sort of encouragement, and the fact that I've still kept my original game boards from 1972 I think is still quite amazing. Shows obviously what an impact it must have had on me as a kid anyway. As always, if you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share, or visit my website cerealoffers.com, click on Cereal Partners and then Shreddies.